So my name's Chad Malner. I'm the senior welding engineer here at Premier. I've been here, I'm kind of the short timer. I've been here for about 3 months now, but just kind of getting started on some of our big projects. So the reason that I left the oil and gas industry was that the first winter that I was there, we got out of the truck and it was 17 below zero at about 7:30 in the morning. The following summer, we hit a little over 100 degrees. It was about 105, and I determined that that was not what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. So for anybody coming out of a trade program, one thing that I could recommend is that there is no such thing as wasted learning. It doesn't matter where you end up at first. There will be opportunities to change in the future. I took some opportunities that I didn't necessarily think would be directly related to my career later, but it ended up being related. In fact, even at an engineering level, a lot of people that that I've interviewed with for engineering jobs are very interested in the field work that I did for oil and gas. So the reason that I came to Premier was because I saw a opportunity to switch from what I considered a mid-level company that did specialty work for pressure vessels and heat exchangers, things like that, to a company that did more specialized work. To me, nuclear is about as specialized as it gets. So the benefit for working for companies more like Premier is that you get to skip some of the lower end stuff. So some people end up at a wrought iron shop. There's things you can go build trailers somewhere. However, it's very limited on what you can learn and how far you can grow in a company like that. Not necessarily a bad place to start, but if you can skip those couple of steps, you can still learn all those lower level skills here, plus a lot of higher level skills. I would say that a couple of years at a company like Premier is more like 10 or 12 somewhere else. So one thing that Premier has been working on is to be able to bring some younger and less experienced welders in and have them be successful here. So one thing that we've implemented is we actually have a apprenticeship program. We are working at more increased training, even on lower level stuff, to make sure that everybody is on the same page and that everybody has the same knowledge base, so that we can progress them through the system and make top-notch welders out of people that may have less experience. One thing that I would tell anybody that's interested in coming to work here is that Premier is not necessarily looking for the straight A student. A lot of people think that that's the top 2 in the class are the only people that are getting recruited. However, myself, I'm looking for somebody that is willing to learn and is teachable, because there is nobody that I hire that is going to come into here and know 100% of the things that I ask them to do. Nobody, even people that have 10 and 15 years of experience. So one thing to keep in mind is to be teachable. If you think that you can learn and pick up new skill sets and new technical information, then this is probably a good place for you. Part of the reason that I actually came to work for Premier was because I got to live in a more rural community. Premier is one of the few manufacturers that does this type of work that is not in a major population center. I really anticipated in my career that I would have to live in a city of 500,000 to 700,000 or more. So the opportunity to live in a more rural area, hunt, fish, do all that kind of stuff, is all basically right in our backyard. So, I mean, if that's what you're looking for, then I think that Eastern Idaho is probably a good place.